Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a Social Security disability attorney, and today I'd like to answer the question, what are some signs that I've won my case at a hearing? And I will tell you, I get this question more than anything else on my YouTube channel and on my website. People will send me an email or make a comment describing what happened at their hearing and their medical condition and say, do you think I won? And it's very frustrating because I have no way to know, because obviously I wasn't at the hearing. I'm clearly not the best person to ask. Your attorney would be the best person to ask. They were there. They would have a better idea what the evidence showed, what the judge was like, the judge's temperament, how the vocational expert questioning went, that sort of thing. So I'm really not the best person to ask. I know people will still ask me, and I try to give them an answer. I try to be positive if they've got a significant medical problem. And a lot of times, based on the medical problem, I can say, yes, this seems like a person who's likely to have won. But I kind of went through and made a list of some of the factors about whether somebody won or not. And I realize also that judges can be difficult to read. A lot of them are very, very careful about not showing which way they're leaning, or you may have a judge who's just a nice person, friendly person, but who's not going to approve you. So it can be very difficult to read judges, and I've learned a long time ago, don't try to assume that the judge is going to approve based on what the judge says or does or nods or whatever at the hearing. There's other factors that come into play. And so these are the things I kind of look for. I think the biggest thing is when the judge asks a question of the vocational witness and the answer is there are no jobs. So if the judge asks only one question of the vocational witness and the question includes a lot of limitations and the vocational witness's answer is there are no jobs, that's a pretty good chance that you've won, because the judge has basically put all the limitations that he or she has identified for you, put them into that question for this hypothetical person and ask the vocational witness. The vocational witness says no, there is no other evidence there that would say you could work or that you're not disabled. So that's usually a pretty good sign. If the judge asks 3 or 4 questions of the vocational witness, the first one may be based on the state agency or Social Security's internal doctor's functional capacity evaluation. It probably will show that there are jobs you can do. But if the rest of the questions yield the result there are no jobs, that's probably a pretty good sign as well. Because again, judges are concerned about being reviewed by the appeals council, so they will always ask a question, or some of them will ask a question that yields the result that there are jobs, and the rest of them that there are not jobs. The judge in his decision or her decision will try to differentiate the different questions and show that he or she found that you have significant limitations, not just mild limitations. I think when all the evidence in your file discusses job reliability, that's a good sign. So as I said in other videos, disability is about how you function at work, or whether you'd be able to function at work is a better way to put it. So if you have a really strong medical record and your doctor has gone on record to say that you would not be reliable, you'd miss excessive days from work, or you have to take unscheduled breaks, or you would need to be lie down or be off task for 20% of the day, and that's the only medical record in the file, and even though the consultative evaluation says you've got significant problems, if there is no contrary evidence, the judge is going to have to really work hard to deny your claim. Now, under current law, the judge could rely on the state agency medical opinion to deny your case, but again, if you have a treating physician and a consultative doctor saying something different, they actually saw you or the internal Social Security doctor did not, that's usually a pretty good sign that you're going to win your case. If the judge asks no questions at all, that usually means your case is either really weak or it's really strong. And the reason for that is the judge could deny your case at a different stage of they call it the 5-step sequential evaluation process. So if the judge decides you don't have a severe impairment, which I think is step 2 or 3, that he or she could deny your case. And I think it's step 3, now that I think about it. But bottom line is that if the judge decides you've got a non-severe impairment, he or she is going to deny your case. Or if the medical record is so overwhelmingly in your favor that the judge doesn't have to ask questions of the vocational witness because you've proved that you meet a listing, then you're going to win your case. So again, I don't like to tell people that if a judge asks no questions, that means you won, but certainly if you have a decent medical record and your case is relatively strong, no questions typically is a good sign. But don't forget that if the judge asks no questions, he could completely find you non-credible and he could deny your case as well. But that's probably less likely to happen, but just be aware of that. I would also look at the judge's record of approving cases. You can go to disabilityjudges.com, and there's other websites, but that's one I use. And if you see that your judge has the average in the hearing office is 43%, your judge is 65%, things went pretty well at the hearing, you could probably assume that things went well for you as well. On the other hand, if the judge approves 17% of cases and the judge asked a lot of really tough questions of you and most of the vocational witness questions got the answer that there are plenty of jobs that such a hypothetical person could do, probably not a real good sign. So again, look for judges with the approval rates of the various judges compared to the judges in that hearing office, and if the judge has a higher than average or even an average approval rate and your medical record is pretty strong, you're going to be in pretty good shape. So those are some of the things I look at. But again, I would caution you and I would encourage you to talk to your lawyer, because what I'm telling you on a video or what I tell you in a response to a comment on my YouTube channel, I have no way of knowing. I just cannot know whether you have a shot at winning. Again, with all due respect, you're describing what you perceive to be the strengths and weaknesses of your case without looking at the medical record. No way for me to know that. So I really can't answer the question appropriately. Your lawyer is a better person to do that. But again, some of the things I look at when I'm talking to my own clients I just gave you, and I hope you do find that helpful and giving you some reassurance, because again, I think that this is a long process, and I know how frustrating it can be to wait 2 or 3 years to get to a hearing and then only to find that the judge you've got doesn't approve anybody. So I hope that doesn't happen to you. I hope you've got a fair judge and you've got good medical records and that you do win your case. Hope you found this helpful. If you like this video, found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube, like it on Facebook, leave me a comment. I really enjoy comments, reading the comments, and I find them very helpful. It gives me ideas for other videos, so do leave me a comment on Facebook or on YouTube. And visit my website at ssdanswers.com. I've got a sign up there for Secrets to Winning Disability Survival Kit. I think you'll find some useful information there, and on the blog at ssdanswers.com/blog. I put a lot of free stuff out there, various websites, meetalisting.com, gridrules.net, and some other ones, but I think you'll find these very useful. So hope, again, you found all this very helpful, and if you have any questions or would like a case evaluation and you've not gone to a hearing, you're starting the process, please reach out to me. Happy to do that for you as well. Again, my name is Jonathan Ginsberg. Wish you all the best. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about how to win your Social Security disability case, I'd like to invite you to download my Secrets to Getting Approved Early Survival Kit that I created just for people like you. Currently, I'm making the survival kit available at no cost, and I encourage you to grab your copy now. Some of the topics I cover include: how do I know if I have a case? Is it the right time for me to file my claim? 9 common mistakes that can doom your case. The 3 must-have arguments you use to win your case. And a topic that every disability claimant wants to know: how to avoid trick questions from the judge. If you or a loved one need to win Social Security disability benefits, you'll find the Survival Kit essential reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit ssdanswers.com/survival and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now. And as always, I wish you the best.